Good morning. This is Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. Welcome to the follow-along video for your first week of homework that has been formulated specifically for the mornings of odd-numbered days. You know, days whose date is an odd number, like 1 or 3 or 5 or 7. You get the idea. Without further ado, let's share screens. And dig right in. Begin by passively visualizing the Buddha of Compassion whilst using the bookend chants. On the crown of my head and those of all other sentient beings pervading space, on a white lotus and moon from free of his noble and supreme chin raising. He is brilliant white and radiates the 5 lights. Handsome and smiling, he looks on with eyes of compassion. He has 4 hands of so joined in Anjali. At the lower 2 hold a crystal mala and a white lotus. Adorned with ornaments of hemp and jewels, he carries a deer across his shoulders. Amitabha crowns his head, his 2 feet are in the Vajra posture. His back rests against a stainless moon. He is the embodiment of all objects of refuge. Let's begin our mantra meditation. On odd-numbered mornings, we tend to favor our fire element. So let us count our mala using our right little finger, while giving the digits of our left hand a rest. On the in-breath, please silently and mentally recite the rhetorical question, how sitting? Om. 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 Let us now count our mala upon our right index finger. On the in-breath, let's silently and mentally recite the rhetorical question, how relax into the awareness of this body. While continuing to count our mala upon our right index finger, please touch your left index finger gently to its thumb. May rays from Shinrei Zig upon my head transform each being's body into his body of light. Ni. 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 Please count your mala upon your left index finger while giving the digits of your right hand a rest. How could this body be appearing, yet empty of anything independent to grasp? Pond. 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 Please count your mala upon your right little finger while simultaneously touching your left little finger to its thumb. Please count your mala upon your right middle finger, giving the digits of your left hand a rest. Now relax into the awareness of this speech. Please continue to count your mala upon your right middle finger while simultaneously touching your left middle finger to its thumb. May raise some Chenrezig upon my head, transform each being's speech into his speech of the 6 syllables. Please count your mala upon your left middle finger while giving the digits of your right hand a rest. How could this speech be resounding, yet empty of anything permanent to grasp? Om Mani Padme Whoops, that was an error on my part. Too many syllables. I apologize. Let's try that again. Om Ma. Om Ma. Om Ma. Please count your mala upon your left little finger. Om Mani. Om Mani. Om Mani. Please count your mala upon your right ring finger while giving the digits of your left hand a rest. Now relax into the awareness of this mind. Om Mani Me. Oops, I did it again. Let's take two. Om Mani Om Mani Om Mani Okay. Let's count our mala. Let's continue to count our mala upon our right ring finger while simultaneously touching the tip of our left ring finger to its thumb. May rays from Chenrezig upon my head transform each being's mind into his mind of mindfulness, insight, and compassion. Om Mani Me. Gosh, I did it again. I'll tell you. Om Mani Me. Om Mani Me. Om Mani Me. And now the last exercising of the mantra meditation set. Please count your mala upon your left ring finger while giving the digits of your right hand a rest. How could this mind be lucid yet as non-graspable as vast, empty space? Om Mani Me. Om Mani Me. Om Mani Padme Hum. We now begin our first week of silent meditation, and as such, it's only going to be for approximately 7.5 minutes. Remember, our job is not to stop our thoughts. Our job is not to only feel bliss, or only feel peace, or only feel love. Our job is to relinquish all control and simply notice what we experience on the in-breath and relax as best we can during the out-breath, regardless of what we experience, be it pleasurable or painful, physical, circumstantial, emotional, intellectual, mnemonic, or fantastic, glorious or grotesque. As long as we keep our ass on the meditation cushion and our mind noticing, our body relaxing, we can progress upon the path. This first quarter mala, it reads Sambhogakaya's deep mindfulness and Trick Cho's relaxation into the nature of mind, whereby we cut through duality. Fancy words for a simple practice. You'll notice right here it reads Advanced Mala upon Outbreath. That's why the outbreath is written in bold. So let's play with this right now. Please count your mala using your left little finger, because as an odd morning, we're going to emphasize our fire element. We begin by emphasizing mutable fire, simply by using our left little finger. Noticing on the in-breath, on the out-breath, silently and mentally recite, relaxing while advancing the mala. And don't be surprised if while you do this, your eyes spontaneously find a place on the floor to gaze, not to stare a hole into, just to gently gaze. Someplace either in your lap or on the floor in the front of you, 1 meter, or maybe even 2 meters. Don't force it, just watch it happen. Noticing, relaxing. Just enjoy the ride. We're not trying to concentrate. We're just passively noticing. It's okay if this is uncomfortable. When questions come up, jot them down and either type them into the commentary and below the video on YouTube, or present them to me during next week's class. We now prepare for the second third of the silent meditation. It reads Dharmakaya's Heart of Insight and trick shows relaxation into the nature of mind, whereby we cut through duality. It's very similar, only this time on the in-breath it's bold, which of course infers that we're going to advance the mala upon the in-breath. The difference is subtle, but the effect is substantial. And we call that a quantum shift. So please continue to count your mala upon your left little finger while simultaneously touching your right little finger to its thumb. This will help you to access fixed fire. Noticing, relaxing. And don't be surprised if your eyes are drawn straight in front of you. Remember, just don't try to stare holes through your window. Just gaze passively. This brings us to the final third of this morning's guided meditation. Nirmanakaya's spontaneous compassion and trick shows relaxation into the nature of mind, whereby we cut through duality. You'll notice this time nothing has been made bold. We read over here, extend thumb during the in-breath and advance mala during the out-breath. So we're basically dividing the movement between both the in-breath and the out-breath. One of the benefits of this equalization, our division of the labor, is that it can contribute to our spontaneity, especially since we're going to be counting the mala upon our right little finger. This can unleash great spontaneous assertiveness. So if you feel a sudden flash of crankiness, don't be surprised, it's par for the course. We do not run from the various attributes or facets of a personality. Our goal is to bring all that we do into awareness and wisdom through this path. This is how we liberate ourselves from the tyranny of repressing who we are or indulging who we are. And this is how we evolve. The exercise is the same. Notice and relax for a quarter mala. And don't be surprised if your eyes begin to tug upward towards the sky. Just gaze through the window, enjoy the view. And once again, don't try poking holes through the sky with your glare. Just keep a soft gaze. If the sky begins to strain your eyes, just spend 3 to 9 breaths with your eyes closed. And open them again, letting the sunlight pour in. It's not our job to push away thoughts or feelings or memories or fantasies. Just notice them and relax. And that concludes today's rather brief silent meditation lasting approximately 7.5 minutes. Now we've generated a lot of very good karma. And what we can do right now is we've also generated a lot of energy. And we don't want that energy getting stuck anywhere. That's what, what's it called? That's what acupuncturists call congestion. That can cause discomfort in our joints or muscles. So we can do some light calisthenics. Some people do squat thrusts. I prefer to do Tibetan style Buddhist bowing. I invite you to follow along. There's a link on this page you can click, and it'll take you to an entire video about Buddha bowing, or we can do it together right now. I'm going to adjust the computer so you can see me better. Hopefully you don't suffer too much from motion sickness. And here comes some more motion. Whee! Okay. We're going to be performing about 14 repetitions, which is not a full mala, it's not a half mala, it's not a quarter mala, it's an 1/8 of a mala. I recommend counting upon your left index finger. That could take the edge off some of the cardinal fire we just generated or accessed. And the actions are simple. We have our hands pressed together, but they're puckered, as if we were holding a plum. Our hands straighten up overhead, arms straighten up overhead. We touch the heel of our palm to our fontanelle. And we touch the base of our thumbs to our forehead. And we touch the tip of our index to our lips, base of our thumbs to our sternum. You drop down into a box squat. Your knees are about 90 degrees. Then going to, let's see, that'll let you do it. Then you're going to lean forward and catch yourself on your hands and lower yourself to your knees, and then your forehead hits the mat. At this point, you're going to reach forward, plant your elbows, and hinge upon your elbows as you straighten out and touch your chest gingerly. Straighten your arms out, plant your elbows again, forearms describe a 90-degree angle to the earth. Straighten the arms, retract your hands, plant your elbows, and this is where you use your core muscles to thrust your hips forward. That, aided with the momentum of your feet, will bring you back into a kneeling position. Touch your feet. And now push into your box squat and stand back up. Give yourself permission to have a learning curve. Lord, by the color unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head, you look upon all beings with eyes of compassion, chin raised, we bow to you. Lord, white in color, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head, you look upon all beings with eyes of compassion, chin raised, we bow to you. Lord, white in color, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head, you look upon all beings with eyes of compassion, chin raised, we bow to you. Lord, white in color, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head, you look upon all beings with eyes of compassion, chin raised, we bow to you. Lord, white in color, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head, you look upon all beings with eyes of compassion, chin raised, we bow to you. Lord, white in color, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head, you look upon all beings with eyes of compassion, chin raised, we bow to you. Lord, white in color, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head, you look upon all beings with eyes of compassion, chin raised, we bow to you. Lord, white in color, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head, you look upon all beings with eyes of compassion, chin raised, we bow to you. Lord, white in color, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head, you look upon all beings with eyes of compassion, chin raised, we bow to you. Lord, white in color, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head, you look upon all beings with eyes of compassion, chin raised, we bow to you. Lord, white in color, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head, you look upon all beings with eyes of compassion, chin raised, we bow to you. Lord, white in color, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head, you look upon all beings with eyes of compassion, chin raised, we bow to you. Lord Wedding Pillar, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head. You look upon all beings with eyes of compassion. Chingri Zigme bow to you. Last repetition, make it count. Lord Wedding Pillar, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head. You look upon all beings with eyes of compassion. Chingri Zigme bow to you. All right, prepare for more camera movement. And by the way, yoga blankets, meditation cushions, malas are all available on Amazon through the website. No, we've generated a lot of positive energy. We're now going to invest that energy in universal well-being. Let's use the triplet chant. The physical appearance of myself and others is like the body of the noble one. Sounds are like the melody of the six syllables, also like the expansive great wisdom. Don't worry, next week we will learn that melody. By this merit may we quickly accomplish Avalokiteshvara and establish every being without exception in that state. All right. Remember, use your follow-along videos every morning and every evening, and you'll be ready for next week's class. May you and yours be healthy and happy.